Hey guys, what's up? Toboloco here. Welcome back to the 2014 FIFA World Cup Brazil game. And today we're going to be doing a very special kind of run. It's going to be a qualifying run with Eritrea. Now, I did say on stream that if my Portugal 2014 video got 100 likes, I would do a campaign with Eritrea. And it got over 100 likes within 2 days, which is absolutely fantastic. So I'm guessing you guys really wanted to see an Eritrea qualifying run. The beauty about Eritrea is that they are pretty much one of the worst teams in the world. I'm sorry to anyone that's probably from Eritrea or whatever, you know, somehow got out of Eritrea and watching this video, you know. I have done Eritrea runs in the past, and when I say they're the worst team in the world, people like, you know, hit me in the comments and they're like, hey, how could you say that about Eritrea? Like, what do you mean? Look at their ranking right here. 195 in the world. That's not like insanely terrible in terms of like teams like San Marino. Even Djibouti are actually worse than them. Look, 202. So Eritrea do have some, and I mean a microscopic amount of potential. So we're going to be doing a qualifying run with them today. Since I've never done it before, think of this as your reward for obviously giving me 100 likes on the last video, but also the support as well across the channel. It's been absolutely fantastic across the Euros, and we're charging towards 8,000, and I'd love to hit that. So without further ado, let's begin. We're going to do a custom qualifying. So here we've got the matchups, and it says here we're against Mozambique, but I am going to shuffle it once just to mix it up a little bit more. So in 3, 2, 1, boom. And Eritrea are against Ethiopia. That is a rivalry game. I'm fairly sure that Ethiopia and Eritrea do not like each other. So that was fantastic work with the randomization. It's almost like I just thought, yeah, you know, that was just, it was like it's destiny, wasn't it? It was just like it was destiny. So let's have a look at our friendly matches. We have got Ghana for our first game, which is just absolutely ridiculous. And then I believe we have got Botswana. Okay, cool. And then a bit further on, there's no matches, I'm guessing because Eritrea can't afford it. Yeah, literally no matches up until this point, and it's Bermuda. Okay, that's quite interesting. And then there's another one here, Bahamas. And then we have got a qualifying matchup with Ethiopia, which I will be doing in the second video. I know a few of you really want to see it in the first part, but honestly, I think this Eritrea qualifying series isn't actually going to be that long, because I know that Eritrea aren't that good. Before we go to play it, let's have a look at the player ratings for Eritrea. So a lot of 50 rated players, a couple of 40 players. You would expect this with a 1-star, well, not even a 1-star team, a half-star team like Eritrea. So our first match then kicks off, and it's against Ghana. We are at home for this one in Eritrea. Now, I've watched a lot of videos on Eritrea. I have to contest against Andre Ayew, Christian Atsu, and Azerbaijan with 50 rated players. Do you know how difficult that is? Like I said, I've done 2 videos on Eritrea before, but they were just basic World Cup runs, and honestly, they did not perform well at all. Ghana go for it. It's just about blocked by Eritrea. Tried to clear it, and of course, Michael Essien scores against us in the 7th minute, and these friendly matches are going to be so hard. It's going to be so hard to get form with Eritrea. Like, they're going to lose every single friendly match, I think, and you know, Ghana are setting the tone already by scoring one of the easiest goals you've ever scored. I'm fairly sure I would have scored that against Eritrea. I'm not joking. I probably would have. Here comes Jan in behind the defence, and that was actually a decent tackle, but it's actually ruled as it's a free kick to me. Thank you. I'll take that any day. We're at Eritrea right now in World Cup qualifying. Did they make it to the 3rd round? I mean, I probably shouldn't be asking that question. You probably know the answer. It's probably a resounding no. But anybody know Eritrea's best result? Anyone in the comments care to know? I don't have the stats in front of me when I'm playing these games, so I really don't know. Eritrea go for it, and it just goes over the bar. That was a nice little bit of play, but that's probably all we're going to see from Eritrea. It's going to be a corner to Ghana in the 32nd minute. What can they do on this play? It's crossed in. And headed, and the goalkeeper came out for it, and Essien scores. I don't know why the goalkeeper didn't even... well, he was there, but he didn't even punch it. And Essien has got a brace against Eritrea. I mean, it's just too easy for the Ghanaians here. Far, far too easy. Look at that. Goalkeeper went out to punch it, and he punches basically the air as it floats in for 2-0. Are you? Every time I go for the tackle, they just turn away from me. It's just too easy. I don't know if any Eritreans actually play proper professional football, like in Europe or in Africa or anything like that. My feeling is they're probably just a bunch of amateur footballers. But we're going to try and turn them into world-class footballers. And I say that with a smile on my face, because that's just not going to happen. Ghana have another chance with this corner. 71st minute, and it still is only 2-0. It just feels like Ghana haven't really turned up the heat on me. And I guess for a friendly match, that kind of makes sense. What's the point in doing that? I'm still losing anyway. I'm not actually going anywhere near the goal. So, you know, there's no point in actually, like, absolutely thrashing me, I guess. So, corner to Ghana in the 81st minute, pretty much. Crossed in. And punched away that time by the keeper. That time he actually met it. And Ghana... oh, okay, that was actually nicely cleared. And here comes Eritrea. They do have a minor... oh, okay, I was about to say. Well, that was very short-lived. And that is going to be it. Eritrea have lost 2-0 against Ghana. And to be fair, it's actually quite a standard result. Like, Eritrea, yes, they were really poor at getting forward. I had to keep shooting from distance. But defensively... it wasn't actually that bad, and I always say it on this game as well. When you're against half-star teams or one-star teams, they can be really tricky sometimes because all they'll do is have defensive tactics and they'll sit back and just kind of frustrate you. And from the 33rd minute, I felt that Eritrea defended quite well. Training is absolutely key in situations like this with a small side with Eritrea. We have to build them up from the ground. And, you know, in the Portugal series, I barely trained because there's no point, right? There's no point training players like, you know, Ronaldo and Bruno and stuff like that because they're already good players. So, but these guys, they're not. So you have to keep getting those little stat boosts to try and help you out, and the form's already like negative anyway, so all I can really do is make these guys really quick. Eritrea's second match, their second friendly match, is against Botswana, a team that I don't really get to play too many times in 2014. I still really want to do a run with Botswana in the future because, especially on 2010, I reckon they could be quite a special side. I remember them beating me once in one of the World Cup runs that I did, and I was just like, this side is actually pretty decent. Here, they'll probably beat me as well because obviously Botswana are better than Eritrea. So we'll see how we can get on in this match. And that wasn't a good pass either. Blocked. And Eritrea have it. Is there a chance? Kinda. Andaban. He goes for the shot and it's blocked. But was that by my own player? I think it was. Yeah, I think it might have been. That's so annoying. Solomon. And it's just caught again by the Botswanan defence. Just, it's just that final ball. We're lacking that. And we are out of form because we lost against Ghana. The form system on this game is really harsh. You lose against Ghana, the game's like, well, looks like your qualifying campaign is basically screwed. It's like, thanks. I just lost against one of the best teams in Africa. But okay, game. Good ball. And I went for the shot, but it was blocked before I could do anything. Another shot. Oh, just wide of the post. And again, we're coming closer and closer, but the quality of chances are basically just Sunday League at this point. I mean, I think a Sunday League team probably could beat Eritrea. I'm not joking. So at half-time, it's 0-0 between Botswana and Eritrea. And like I said earlier, Botswana haven't been the team that's been attacking. It's been us. We've actually been pressing Botswana back in our own half. Considering we are the weaker team, that's really good. Oh, great tackle. Can we do something now? Eritrea! Oh, just over the bar. I thought for a second we might have just done it, but it just couldn't stay down. Eritrea, 88th minute. Is there anything here for them? Or is it just going to be a 0-0? There's a good ball. And, oh, good save. That's probably one of the best chances of the game. I almost got it in that near post area, but the goalkeeper saved it with his leg. So that is going to be it for this game between Botswana and Eritrea. It was a little bit of a dull affair. However, Eritrea were much better than Botswana, which is surprising because Botswana are the higher rated team. But we managed to lock them down defensively, and we actually had some shots of our own as well. A couple of shots from outside the box, but there was one chance towards the end where I really felt that we could have scored. So for this game against Bermuda, I've changed the formation to a 4-3-3 attacking formation just to see if it actually works against Bermuda for Eritrea, because I'm feeling like maybe a formation change could be the key to getting Eritrea to score some goals. Here we are then, away from home, and we are against Bermuda. Really tough little team to play against on this game. Like I said, they got Naki Wells, who is a really good striker on this game. I'm fairly sure Naki Wells used to play for like either a League One team or a league like a championship side back in 2014, or maybe he used to. And on this game, when you do like a one-star tournament with Bermuda, most of the time Bermuda will come out on top because of Naki Wells. It's just one of those things. But I can see that they're not actually playing Naki Wells at the moment in this lineup. They're not actually playing him. So yeah, that's a very weird decision. He crosses that one in, and that was almost perfect. Most of these highlights are going to be just me getting almost close to the goal with Eritrea. Here we go, Solomon. It's a through ball, and Eritrea almost there. Get a good chance to score, but it's saved. Alexander now on the ball. Into the middle here, and it's offside, and it's gone wide anyway. It doesn't really count. Oh, that's so frustrating. We want it. Do we want it? No, not quite. It always hits the first man with Eritrea. It's not just not good enough, really. But at half-time, it's still 0-0. And we've managed to stop ourselves from conceding goals. I mean, okay, Ghana are a way better team than what Bermuda and Botswana are, of course. Alexander, no, not quite with that shot. Every time I go in the box, just can't get the shot away. So I'm trying to shoot from distance, and this is 3 games now where we've had just 0 goals. Definitely a record, I reckon. But I will give it the benefit of the doubt. It is Eritrea. That gets cut out. Oh, hang on. It's Eritrea. Oh, it's blocked. Of course it is. That was an insane block. And we got the ball back. Come on. Oh, it's a foul. Come on. This team just cannot hold onto the ball. That was such a good tackle, though, by Bermuda to get back and stop me from scoring. I mean, any other team, I would have scored. But unfortunately, it just wasn't to be. I'll take the draw. I really will take the draw at this point. You know, we had, again, a couple of shots, but they were denied by Bermuda. Great defending from them. But, again, another draw by Eritrea, again, shows progress against the side from the Caribbean. I mean, I don't know where Bermuda and Botswana rank in the world, but they're definitely ahead of Eritrea. So I'll take that as a mini win, like a little mini win. And we got one more game of this video to go, and that is against the Bahamas. Final match of this video, and it is against the Bahamas. Of course, the next video is going to be the actual World Cup qualifying, where it could really go either way. It's either going to be Ethiopia winning and we get dumped out, end of series, or Eritrea will go on to the next round where we can, you know, do more friendly matches and do the second round. I'm hoping for a goal in this match. I really hope so. I don't know how good the Bahamas are, but I'm hoping that we can score against them at least, even if we do lose. Eritrea now can probably break. Oh no, there's an injury. Every time I try and break for something, there's like an injury or a random foul or something like that. It's almost like the game's scripted to say, hey, Eritrea, you're not allowed to score. And that's a through ball. Keep going. Oh, I mean, it was so awkward to get the ball back in that situation. Go on. Oh my god, Eritrea have scored! And that's Alexander with the goal to make it 1-0 for Eritrea. Finally, after 3 matches, we get this goal. And it almost got cut out by the defence. What a strike that was. And straight into the top bins. It's 1-0 to Eritrea. See if we could go to half-time holding on to this lead still. We're going to through ball it here, but it's cut out. Great cutting out there from Bahamas to stop us. I mean, they've already conceded, but... oh, here we go again. Alexander, and this could be a 2 versus 1 situation. I think I'm going to shoot. Oh! Off the top of the bar. I was going to lay it into the middle, but knowing Eritrea's passing, it would have gone just like nowhere near the man in the box. It's half time and Eritrea are leading Bahamas by 1-0. A really well taken goal and a very deserved goal as well. Let's hope we can hold on and get our first win, and well, it'll be the last game of the video, so that would be kind of a nice way to end this first portion. Through ball, here comes tackle. And the dribbling is kind of coming off. Come on. Oh, yes. Come on. Tackle forces his way through. And he gets a second goal for Eritrea. We've been spoiled in this match. 2 goals in 1 game. Eritrea are just giving a gift to their fans. And that was such a well-taken goal because I was getting hassled so much on that play. And Tackle just finishes it off really, really nicely. He crosses that in, and off the top of the bar. When did Eritrea become Real Madrid in this match? I mean, okay, let's not get carried away. It's against the Bahamas. Out it goes, and that is a win for Eritrea on the final friendly game before the qualifiers. How about that? That's given me a bit of confidence now because I know I can score. I knew I could do it with Eritrea. It was just when were we going to do it? And we did it arguably against the worst team we had to play against in the friendly matches. I mean, obviously we weren't going to do it against Ghana, not a chance. Then Bermuda 0-0, Botswana 0-0, but we had flashes of brilliance in those 2 games, and here it paid off with a 2-0 win over the Bahamas. So we are at the qualifiers, and like I said, I'm going to leave that for the next video, just because it's against Ethiopia, it's a rivalry game, and, you know, obviously it's a big occasion for Eritrea, because honestly, I could get eliminated in this first game, and if we do, then at least I've got 2 videos for Eritrea's qualification rather than just the 1. So yeah, if you did enjoy this first part with Eritrea, then give it a like and subscribe. I know it's a bit slow, but you know, that's what you get for 1-star teams. Keep it loco as always, and I'll see you again for the next video.